our family, when mom and dad set up their estate, it was, and people, we're going to get absolutely savagely just destroyed in the comments by some people and applauded by others. That's the way it goes. I learned to not read the comments long ago. And that's fine. If you don't like it, go listen to someone else. There's many flavors out there. You can find one you like.
We're a flavor for sure.
Absolutely. An acquired taste. And so the when mom and dad set it up, it was who stays and picks us up and carries on the farming operation gets the operation itself. They divided it up. This is the working entity. This is the machinery. This is the bank accounts. This is the grain bins, etc. And then there are the assets like the land. And none of the land we co-own upon inheriting. And honestly, I love that because so many times I hear it, I see it on a weekly basis at least. I don't want to say daily, where someone wants to, one sibling wants to sell out. They want their quote portion of the inheritance when mom and dad pass, and the other sibling is not in a financial position to where they can purchase them out. Maybe they can next year or 2 years, but they can't right then. And so it forces a land sale. And I have seen that savagely wreck families. I have seen it where one sibling who loved the land was forced to sell that of which they loved. And it's really heartbreaking because often, most of the time, the person that wants to sell the land is just in it for monetary gain, and that's it. And they take one's, is it wrong for them to want what is theirs? No. It's just, I think it needs to be carefully situated to where, like in our case, both of us have a great love for the land. We do. We appreciate it. We appreciate the work of our family to obtain the land. It has been already to a degree and is going to be added to it will be our responsibility. And so there's land that brethren inherits. There's land that I inherit. If you haven't noticed, we call each other brethren. And
both by blood and by spirit.
Yes. Amen. And so we, there's ground that I'm going to get, ground that you're going to get. And there's really, and then in mom and dad's estate, they set it up, and I highly recommend this to people, that each of us have first right of refusal if one of us wants to sell the land at appraised market value at that time by 2 or more appraisers. So that you don't bring in an appraiser. I'm just going to use us for an example. You bring in an appraiser that likes Levi and gets, he's a buddy and he's like, I'm going to appraise this for $1,000 over what market value is, or I'm going to find every nook and cranny so that we can get every dime out of this thing. Or me, vice versa. To where that happens and, it's the sibling that's purchasing them out is getting taken advantage of or has the highest risk of. And so I want to, that's why they put 2 in. So I can have one, you can have one if that's not agreeable. If you and I can't agree on a mutual, on the gatherings of the 2 appraisers, then we get a third one. And that's pretty much the tiebreaker. And anyway, I think that's a very healthy way that the estate was set up. It's set up so that the farming legacy, whoever is a farming legacy, and their offspring get to farm the land. I think that's very healthy as well. And so anyway, I don't know if you have anything to add or subtract to it.
No, well, I'm really thankful that our parents did that because it's hard to talk about your stuff before you die.
It was difficult for our parents. It was a difficult thing for them to do. You and I are very blunt human beings. We do not. We have sharp edges, not curved. And so, if you have something, you say it. If I have something, I say it. I don't want to say it gets us in trouble more than not. I think that the last number of years of life and marriage has taught us how to be diplomatic about our words.
Well, people aren't guessing our intentions. after we speak, is my hope.
Yes, exactly.
And I think that, you really have to be that clear when you make an estate, because there's a lot of feelings involved that people aren't aware that they're feeling yet. It's just a lot of new emotions that a lot of people aren't emotionally mature enough to deal with. And it's better to do that when everyone's alive than dead.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when it comes to passing on a generational, legacy, wealth, business, whatever you call it. I'm really glad they set that up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before. And I encourage, if you're in the same boat, set it up.
It needs to be.
Set it up.
I have seen families ripped apart, literally ripped apart, because an estate was not established because it was too uncomfortable.
Yep.
Mom and dad, grandparents, they didn't like talking about death. They didn't like talking about being gone.
Yep.
And then they leave, and literally worst case scenario happens to their family.
Yep.
And it's like, do you not realize that you not comfortable with this conversation caused the worst outcome you were scared would happen?
It completely wrecks their legacy, dishonors their memory, and the kids are stuck with what's left.
Right.
So, which, I have my estate now, which I didn't think I would do till I was 50s, but it's like, okay, this needs to be done now, even if I just own a morsel of things.
Right. Well, and both of us have assets. Both of us, Sam and I bought land. You and Bob have bought, have your guys' own assets and estate.
Yep.
Now we have children.
Yep.
And that's in the mix.
Yep.
It
changes.
It's also very important, like, who's going to get my kids if, I get hit by a truck?
Yeah. Very important decision.
Fairly, yeah.
People die.
People do die. Yeah, exactly. And so, it's very important for me and I think it's important that the relationship stays very transparent between siblings that go on there. And dude, you're going to have siblings that leave the farm that they just want the money.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to deal with that.
Yep.
I don't know how people will deal with that. I don't know how. I hope that a contingent or a plan can be set up so that the things that so and so holds near and dear to their heart isn't ripped away from them by someone who's just a greedy person.
I think you have to be okay with things not being mathematically fair.
Yeah. If you're going to be, it's funny because we immediately feel entitled to things.
Oh yeah.
Like if I told you, hey, I want this piece of ground that you're going to inherit. Sorry, I just want it. You're getting some anyway.
Yeah.
One, I'm being the north end of a southbound mule.
Yeah.
Because the sibling that farms, I think feels subconsciously at first, and maybe consciously, that they're more entitled to it.
Yeah.
To things when they shouldn't. Like really, if you look at things, it's like, it's like, what did you get, or what? And maybe things are set up to where things are unfair on a farm. I see that all the time.
Yeah.
Or someone's working for their legacy, working on the farm, and they're 35 years old, and they have no idea if dad's ever going to retire.
Yeah.
Which is not healthy.
That's scary.
It's awful.
Yeah.
And that can cause stress on a marriage. That can cause stress because then it's like the wife sitting there, what are you going to work for?
Yeah.
Are you working for your other siblings? Because at the end of the day, I saw one farm that one sibling worked for 30 years. Mom and dad passed away, and everything that he worked for, like the dude literally compounded the family operation exponentially. All of that was divided by a third and given to everyone.
Ugh.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then, guys, if you've liked the information that you've seen so far, go ahead and check out the full-length podcast on our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe there. It's also on all the major podcast platforms. We're constantly dropping info and more content on all the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Check it out for a lot more content.